Peace, Joy. Um, so this is gonna be the conclusion of the reading that I will be doing for you. You feel me? I appreciate you for your patience with this process. You feel what I'm saying? It did take longer than expected, but we are finally concluding the last reading. All right, so let us begin. So previously, I concluded on your Mercury, right? We discussed your Mercury, and we discussed how like your Mercury. I have your chart on the side, and I'm trying to see what we discussed. Right, we talked about how your Mercury ruled like your eighth house and your fifth house, and we talked about what that meant, all that good stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Now today we'll be talking about your Venus placement. We'll be talking about Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn to conclude this reading and come and have it go to a close. You feel what I'm saying? And as we're talking about these planets, we'll also be talking about the houses they're associated with. And if I haven't explained this already in the past, the houses, they deal with the different compartments of your life. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna be learning about the different compartments of your life and the planets that rule them. I hope I'm not talking too fast because I do have a tendency to talk pretty quick sometimes. All right. So first and foremost, your Mercury. Ah, that's right. Okay, I really should have also did some other things as well. I mean, when I say other things, I mean like I also should have pulled up your chart because I don't have your chart, but I do have the information still. Like your Mercury, for example, is in Leo. Well, not your Mercury. I'm looking at your Venus. So you have Venus in Gemini in the fifth house. You feel what I'm saying? And it's in the decan of reason. You feel me? It's in the decan of reason. So first and foremost, let's break it down. So Venus, right, rules your fourth and your ninth house. Now Venus is the social planet. She deals with our sociability, our ability to relate with others, relationships. You feel me? Friendships, associationships, all these ships. So, anyways, Venus is the aspect of yourself that expresses in the social world. And with you having Venus and Gemini in the fifth house, both the fifth house and Gemini are very expressive signs. Gemini is expressive through the channels of communication and articulation and sharing ideas and just communicating with others. You feel what I'm saying? Um, the fifth house deals more with like creative expression, so expressing your creativity. So maybe you're the friend, right, who likes to produce art for your other friends. And when I say art, I mean just generalistically speaking. um you feel what I'm saying? Or you just might be the expressive friend. um so the expression can come in many different ways. It doesn't always have to be concrete physical art, right? At the same time, it can be many different forms of art. You feel me? But yeah, so Venus is also a planet that deals with art. You feel me? And beauty, and yeah, art and beauty, and like luxury and things like that. But ultimately, in this case, let's just focus on the beauty and art. So with you having Venus and Gemini in the fifth house, you may most likely have artistic talents as well. Like you probably know how to draw. The thing is, Gemini rules the hands. You feel what I'm saying? And so with you having Venus in Gemini, it's an indication that one of the ways that beauty expresses is through your hands, if this makes sense. Yeah, okay. But to dive deeper into this, the Gemini energy, when it goes into Venus, there can be the sense of promiscuity. You feel me? And this is because Gemini is a sign that's easily distracted. You feel what I'm saying? In a sense that even though it's innocent, because it is a very childlike energy, even though it's innocent, it might find itself getting into trouble due to its curiosity. You feel what I'm saying? In the sense that attract things that shine and glimmer may catch your attention. You feel me? Especially in the social setting. You enjoy and you like to be around people that are optimistic, right? People that are fun as well, people that are intelligent. You are I think it's called psychosexual. You feel me? You psychosexual in the sense that you also find the mental aspect of mental stimulation attractive. You feel me? You find it to be sexual. Yeah. Okay. Hold on, give me a sec. I need to pull something up. But yeah, there may be the sense of promiscuity. For the most part, because you have all that fixed energy in your chart, it's not something to be too worried about. Because like for instance, with you having Venus and Gemini in the fifth house, first and foremost, you're the type of person who has this energy, this aura about you that makes people feel like they can be themselves, makes people feel like they can let go and be easy, you feel me, and just flow and chill. Like, you're also a very chill person, you feel what I'm saying? On a negative end also though, like the Venus and Gemini, although they're very good with people and they have a lot of acquaintances but not friends, you feel me? Because Gemini, that Gemini energy is all about like just relating, you know. So Gemini, it easily makes friends and connections, but those connections may not always be deep. You feel me? They may be very shallow and um, surface live. All right. So with the Venus and Gemini energy, also you are a sort of person who is, you're very experimentative. You feel me? You like to do new things. Socially speaking as well. You like to go out, go out to different places and just enjoying yourself. You feel me? You enjoy pleasure. You enjoy entertainment. You feel me? So at times, make sure that doesn't get out of line, out of board, you feel me, to an extent where you're overly pleasure and not in a business, you feel what I'm saying? Cause, yeah, anyways, like, because the fifth house, it's a wild house as well, since that it deals with partying, it deals with like dating as well, and it deals with like sex, you know, all those things. So you do have some pretty prominent placements in your chart that deal with like love, right, in relationships. I'm still pulling up your chart. Give me a second. You feel me? And Venus is the planet of love. You feel me? Yours, a lot of your love interests probably were first friends, and then your friends became your love interests. You feel me? With Venus and Gemini energy, it may play out like that because you're a sort of person who likes to be friendly with your love interest. You feel me? And I hope you get what I mean, because not all relationships are friendly. You know, some, yeah, you get, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, so I'm gonna pull up your chart. Here you are, Miss Joy Hassan. Hassan. That's a cool last name. It seems Arabic. Miss Joy Hassan. Hassan. I apologize, it's still uploading, pulling up. But yeah, so do be cautious on those aspects, you feel me, that you don't dive too deep into like enjoying like your leisure and your pleasures, you feel me? I hope you get what I'm trying to say. Like, pleasure, like just to, because that's what ultimately Venus deals with. It deals with pleasures that we indulge in the physical world to distract ourselves from our responsibilities and businesses. So things like partying, you feel me, things like um socializing, you feel what I'm saying, things like art. I hate that it's not pulling you up for me. Joy, please pull up Joy. Ooh, I think I can just do this. Okay, so Joy, you have Venus ruling over your fourth house and your ninth house. So with Venus ruling over your fourth house, this makes you a great home designer, decorator. You feel me? You have a great sense of organization, decorating homes. So it's like if your friends, for instance, needed someone to help them, what in the world? This is fucking crazy. Guess where I'm at right now? I'm on your Facebook page because I wasn't able to open up your inbox. So I thought if I went through your Facebook page, I could open up your inbox. And you have a fucking, like a nice ass space as you're covered. So yeah, that's what what the fuck? Yo, you're probably already doing what I was gonna tell you to do. But with that being said, you feel me? You do have a natural ability for these things. Power off. A eye for beauty. You feel what I'm saying? Especially because the fourth house is the house. Come on, please, pretty, please. I mean, I'm doing a good job reciting through memory, so I guess it's not that big of a deal, anyways. But yeah, you feel me? The fourth house, it also deals with like, it also deals with pardon me, sorry, let me gather my thoughts. Yeah, that's right. It also deals with your family life, you know. So with you having Venus and Taurus, it's an indication that you may have came from a like an upbringing where there you had money. I usually when I speak of this, I usually like to see different aspects of the chart. You feel me? But with Venus being here, it's an indication that when it comes to the home life, you had certain experiences where you were able to associate comfort with home. You feel what I'm saying? Um, and so thus, even in your home life, like your interactions with your family, for example, you feel me, because Venus is in Gemini, it is very communicative. Like you probably still are in touch with your siblings, you feel me, because Venus does deal with siblings as well. And even growing up, you and your siblings were probably really really friendly, you know, friends, you feel me. So the Venus energy, because Venus is in Gemini, so it produces this energy where like you may also be a type of person who enjoys hosting parties. You feel what I'm saying? You enjoy hosting parties. You enjoy socializing with people. Ultimately, really. Okay. So also now let's look at your ninth house. So your ninth house is in Libra. So the ninth house is the house that deals with philosophy. It deals with your world perception, your view on life and your view on the world in general. You feel me? And your perception on justness and fairness. My bad, not justness and fairness, but it's just ultimately your religious standpoint. You know, the ninth house deals with religion and your viewpoints of life. So with you having Libra here, Libra is the sign of balance. So first and foremost, Libra is a sign that's exalted in Saturn, and Saturn is the planet. Although Maleficent, Saturn also deals with morals, principles, laws, regulations, things that are systems that are put in place so then disorder doesn't break out. You feel what I'm saying? And so with Libra being in your ninth house, you're a person of morals. You believe in fairness and you believe in justness, in equality and balance. You feel me? You're the type of person who will stand up for another person if you've seen that, you know, there was an inequality and an injustice that was taking place. But that's like just to also express through your Leo energy. You feel what I'm saying? Your Leo energy. And if I'm not mistaken, I think you have your ascendant. My bad, not your ascendant. Your moon in we're about to find out, but I think you have your moon in Aquarius, right? We're about to find out, my friend. We are about to find out. Joy hasten. Yay, it's open. Alright, my friend, now let me just find this chart. Okay, there it is. Okay, mon ami. But yeah, so, you know, with the Venus and Libra energy, it does produce for this fairness, justness, balance, and equality type of energy, you feel me? Where you're not really, what the heck? Where you're not really a type of person who, there's these two birds, and it's like they're kissing each other. But anyway, whoa. And now they're like having sex. Why? Well, not why, because I have been entangled in that energy of like relationships, and because I have a desire to attract a partner, you feel what I'm saying? So I understand why this is taking place. I'm a Gemini, so I get distracted like that, you feel what I'm saying? But anyways, that was quick. Oh shit. But yeah, that's the Libra energy. You feel me? The Venus and Libra. Okay, next let's look at your Mars, which is in Leo in the 6th house. So you have Mars and Leo in the 6th house. Off the bat, first and foremost, the 6th house is the house that deals with work and labor. And if you have Mars and Leo in the 6th house, because Leo is a fire sign, the fire signs, they deal with the individuality more than the other signs do, more than the other elements. You feel what I'm saying? When you think about fire, right? Fire, when it burns, it separates itself like reality. Like sure, it's consuming reality, but eventually fire becomes separate from reality. It becomes its own entity. You feel me? So fire signs are individualistics. You feel me? They're very self-reliant, self-dependent, and thus Mars sixth house energy produces entrepreneurial energy. It produces entrepreneurial energy. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, with that being said, you're definitely an entrepreneur. You feel what I'm saying? I just get the feeling that you're an entrepreneur. You feel what I'm saying? All right, cool. And you're a workaholic. You feel me? You work hard. You like to work hard. You're very motivated to work. You feel what I'm saying? Like, whereas some people have to find motivation to go to work, like your motivation is work. That's that's the Mars and Leo energy. Ultimately, you're a sort of person who's very passionate, and you don't like to pursue things unless you're passionate about them. You feel what I'm saying? With Mars and Leo energy, this makes for a person with a strong will. Like Leo is already the sign that rules over the will. Its thought trend is I will. You feel me? So whenever you're in that energy of like rebellion, even because like for you to be like I will do this, there has to be something opposing you. You feel me? And you're like, nah, homie, cheese slice. I'm a, and you know what's interesting about like Leo? And to finish my sentence, I was gonna be like, no, homie, cheese slice. I'm still gonna complete. I'm still gonna do what I was gonna do. The interesting thing about the Leo symbol is it looks like a sperm cell, doesn't it? And like the sperm cell, it's like very determined in its nature. You feel me? It's determined to infiltrate the egg, right? So that's very much the Leo energy as well. It's a very driven energy, a very like because the sperm, in order for it to make it, has to believe in itself, right? So think about the sperm, and you will learn a lot about the Leo energy in of itself. And I mean like the sperm cell, right? When you look at the sperm cell and what that cell does and what it's about, it's also very driven, right? It's very focused on a mission. And Leos are very driven and focused on an outcome, on a mission. You feel me? So Leo is ruled by the sun, right? And when you think about the sun deals with purpose. It deals with like direction, focus. It deals with like individuality. It deals like being a hero, even. You feel me? The sun doesn't deal with victimization. Saturn and the moon more deal with victimization, but the sun deals with overcoming and rising above your circumstance and condition, or just being a boss. You feel me? That's what the sun is. It's the boss, right? It's the boss of the solar system. So yeah, Mars and Leo energy, right? Like with the Leo and Mars and Leo energy, it's also of great value for you to find of channels to release your energy, because you are a very energetic person. Mars and Leo, right? But also just Sun and Leo energy produces for a lot of energy, and this also makes you a very animated person, right? Very expressive, very have this nice energy presence about you. You feel me? That people can feel, right? This like Santa Claus. I don't know why, but Santa Claus comes to mind. That energy of Santa Claus. You feel what I'm saying? But anyways, let's continue the reading. So yeah, it's important to find channels, right? Mars and Leo energy is also very sexual energy, so you're very sexual and everything. Right, Leo is a very sexual sign. Leo actually deals with like hookups and like dating and romance and fun and like the aspect of life that's kind of wild. You feel what I'm saying? That's kind of Leo, because Leo is the life of the party. But anyways, I mean with your moon in Aquarius, because Leo is expression. The moon is what you're reacting and responding to. Aquarius is a sign ruled by the planet Saturn. Saturn deals with rules and regulations in business and business. You feel me? So you are a very grounded, practical person who's concerned with business, and you you know how to party, but with the sun moon energy, there may be this work fun balance, but it's like you may Yeah, we'll just say work life balance. Or for you, life probably is work, right? Like you have a lot of attention, a lot of energy going into your work life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, god dang. Like, this is like Kevin Gates energy, right? Kevin Gates, he has like 6 jobs supposedly. Yeah, but very ambitious, very driven, and you are very energetic and um, focused and determined to achieve the goal. That's good. So Mars rules the second house and the ninth house. Okay, no, not the ninth, 10th house. So yeah, my bad. I'm looking at your chart. This shit is it's still kind of complicated. I'm still learning certain dimensions of the chart. Anyways, okay, so the 10th house, right, and the second house. So the second house is the house of money. You feel what I'm saying? And so, well, Mars is a sign of strife. So it's a sign that deals with having to work hard to have what you have. You feel what I'm saying? And so, with you having Mars and Aries, um, first and foremost, this is also very much entrepreneurial energy. You feel me? The Mars and Aries energy. My bad. The second house Aries energy. Yeah, the second house Aries energy. Holy crap! You have. Wait, never mind. My bad. um. The second house Aries energy produces this type of energy that makes a person very independent when it comes to their resources, their finances, their money. You feel me? You probably were never a person who relied on a person or relied on your partner or anything like that, even though you do think a lot about your partner. You feel me? A lot of your thoughts, and we broke this down when we talked about your Mercury, right, goes to partnership. You feel what I'm saying? But ultimately, when it comes to your money, you're about the money and you get it, and you're independent like that. You feel what I'm saying? But also with the Mars, my bad, with the Aries energy here, it's like Aries is a fast sign. You feel me? It's fast. You feel me? It's fire. It's cardinal fire as well. So it's a sign that deals with speed. And Aries also deals with like thoughts in the mind. You feel what I'm saying? So with all that being said, like with the second house in Aries, this type of energy where money is likely to come fast. You feel me? Because it's what Aries is all about. It's all about quickness. You feel what I'm saying? Like you may have this ability to make money quickly, even make large sums of money quickly. But like with the Aries energy, because Aries is also an impulsive sign. My bad. One of my clients just messaged me. But anyways, as I was saying, because Aries is an impulsive sign, there may be red flags when it comes to negative spending habits, right? And we can even look at your Saturn. Yeah, you have Saturn in Scorpio, so um, and then you have Jupiter in Aquarius. So Saturn in Scorpio, because Scorpio is a fruitful sign. You feel what I'm saying? I would say that you do have good abilities to save. Honestly, this dimension of astrology, I'm still new to it. You feel me? But let's just do a little experiment here. So yeah, Saturn, I would say you do have an ability to save, but when it comes to money, you may be very also much driven by like your desires and your ambitions. Hold on, I'm gonna take a couple steps back. Let me go back to familiar water. Anyways, yeah, that's the second house Aries, right? Money has a tendency in this house to come quickly, but watch out on impulsive spending habits. You feel what I'm saying? Getting money, but then spending it as fast as you get it. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, with the second house Aries, it also indicates that the best path for you to go through is entrepreneurship. You feel what I'm saying? Like with the sixth house and Leo energy, like you would clash against another person trying to tell you what to do in your work life. You feel me? Like you're the type of person who would be a good manager or a good supervisor, but you cannot be managed or supervised. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, like so Second house Aries, that's another entrepreneurial energy. And then you have your 10th house ruling over Scorpio, but also Sagittarius. So, with Mars ruling over your 10th house, it's an indication that you're very much business orientated, and you have a very you're very concerned when it comes to like your status, you feel me? And this could probably even be like the status of your business. um, so like I mentioned earlier, right, Mars is the planet that deals with ambition, determination, and ultimately how you channel your passions and ambitions. And so with the 10th house, right, being ruled by Mars, a lot of your energy goes towards, gets channeled, a lot of your ambitious energy gets channeled towards the work life, you feel me, and also money. um okay. And Mars, as I've mentioned many times, requires you work hard and be consistent and determined, you feel me? So whichever career path you're walking on, regardless of the obstacles that come forth, it's of great benefit and value to persist and continue to focus on the goal at hand. You feel what I'm saying? With Sagittarius being here, right, it's an indication of energy where um like you may become known for maybe like traveling overseas, you feel me? It's also a sign where like you may become known for like something related with like philosophy or religion. You feel what I'm saying? Or philanthropy, that's also a Sagittarius thing, being charitable and giving. um yeah. Or just being known for being a person who is noble, right? Like when you think of noble, right? Noble from Cain and Noble, right? Noble was actually a personification of the Sagittarius energy. So everything that Noble was also is also associated to the Sagittarius energy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are things you're most likely to become known for, to be recognized for, like your nobility, in X, Y, and Z, your different, your differentness, your originality, also maybe your differentness and your originality when it comes to your beliefs, because you also have Uranus and the 10th house in Sagittarius. Right, so that's like Mars. Now let's go into let's talk about your Jupiter. So you have Jupiter in Aquarius. You have Jupiter in Aquarius in the first house. So Jupiter and Aquarius in the first house, and then you have Jupiter ruling over your 11th house and your, hold on, sorry, I'm still looking. Oh crap, god dang, my apologies. uh, so you actually have your second house in Pisces, and then your third house is in Aries. Holy crap. So actually, with you having your third house in Aries, this is actually an indication that um there is a likeliness for hostileness or aggression to manifest in your environment. um or it can even be that like you were exposed to a lot of energy, like, so Aries is the sign of activity, you feel what I'm saying? So this can mean that like growing up you had a lot of experiences dealing with like sports, you feel what I'm saying, or like aggression, fights, whatever. um but like um so Aries is a sign, right, that deals with independence, you feel what I'm saying? um well, technically Aries and Pisces are they're not really similar, but certain aspects of Aries is also expressed in Pisces. Except Pisces in the second house, this energy is more like you being just lucky with finances, you feel me, and being blessed and people looking out for you and God looking out for you financially, you feel what I'm saying? That's more the Pisces energy. And then yeah, because you have Pisces. Yeah, like what I said about Aries second house can also be applicable to Pisces second house, because Pisces ultimately are just blessed like that, you feel me? And Pisces is a sign that deals with the flow, right? And when we're talking about money, we have to understand this. We have to understand water, you feel me? Because currency, it flows, you feel me? We run out of money. All these different, you know, languages we use around money. So you have to understand money. You have to understand water to understand money. And because you have the second house, in Pisces, and Pisces is a sign of flow, it's an indication that money eventually will find its way into your life and find a flow. But at the same time, Pisces is also an energy that deals with like worry and anxiety. You feel what I'm saying? And because you have Pisces in the second house, you may be inclined towards um, applying worrisome thoughts around your finances and your money. Um, but I feel like the best thing for the second house energy here is to also produce an energy of like devotion, where you're aware that God wants you to have money. You feel what I'm saying? And integrating that aspect into your life, an awareness that the divine doesn't want you to be scarce, but wants you to be abundant and wealthy and rich. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's Pisces energy, and it would be of value for you to integrate that energy most definitely. Okay, and then like you also have Jupiter ruling over your 11th house. So Jupiter ruling over your 11th house, the house of friendships, but also hopes and dreams. Um, you're a person who draws to herself hopes that are grandiose, we can say, because Sagittarius is a sign that deals with expansion. So you have an ability to see greater things for yourself. Pisces is the seer, you feel me? It's a visionary sign. And so with that being said, you have a great ability to see great outcomes for yourself ultimately, because so the fire signs to deal with the mind, but the aspect of the mind that deals with imagination and visualization, you feel what I'm saying? And like Pisces, my bad, Sagittarius, yeah. But so that's the first and foremost thing. But the second and foremost thing is you have a natural ability to especially with especially well, you have yeah, you have it in the 10th house, but Uranus is a magnetic sign planet that has a tendency of drawing people, you feel me, but also produces this energy where you have an ability to influence people as well. But yeah, anyways, to conclude this, with you having your 11th house in Sagittarius, you're a person who the friends you attract to you, they're not foes. A lot of the times you attract good people to you, you feel me? People that are like have your best interest at heart and want to look out for you. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like some people, they attract negative people, but you so fortunately happen to have an astrological configuration that like enables you to attract more positive people. You feel what I'm saying? But anyways, now let's look at the Saturn place. Hold on, my bad. I didn't even talk about like Jupiter and Aquarius in the first house. So your Jupiter is in Aquarius in the first house. So first and foremost, with Jupiter being in Aquarius in the first house, um, when it comes to yourself, one thing to truly that you have, or you already have interest in this, but one thing to expand upon is your desire to be a philanthropist, right? And your desire to be want to give and be selfless and want to help others. You feel what I'm saying? And this is just a natural energy already present there. You feel me? You're the type of person who you're very selfless. You're very giving and caring, and you like to be like uh, a godmother, for lack of a better word. You like to look out for people. You feel what I'm saying? You're very charitable and giving and caring like that. And God blessed you in a manner where you are able to bless other people as well. You feel me? Um, yeah, and like so with Jupiter being in the first house, it makes for a person who's like things seem to work out for you. You feel me? Like okay, like you have um you have your ascendant in Aquarius, right? And we excluded that and talked about how Aquarius ascendant produces this energy. It's ruled by Saturn, so it does produce hardship in lives. You feel me? In the life, but like these hardships that were produced in your life, um, like it's like Saturn is Satan, right? But then Jupiter is like God, essentially. In other words, Saturn is opposition, Jupiter is union, Jupiter is assistance, divine intervention. So Saturn is ruling over your first house, and so Saturn is sending all these trials and tribulations to you. But Jupiter has instilled within you morals and principles and abilities to be optimistic and positive. So when those things that Saturn sent your way that were supposed to be trials and tribulations, you process them in a manner that aren't so traumatic and difficult as they could have otherwise been. And this is because of that Jupiter energy, that energy of faith. You're a very faith-orientated person. You're very spiritual, right? You believe in a higher power. You believe in a higher force, and this higher power and higher force is something that is not separate from you. You feel associated and connected to it. You feel what I'm saying? Because the first house, as I've repetitively said, is the house that deals with your personal life, things personal to you. And with Jupiter being in your first house, God is personal to you, but also helping humanity is something that's personal to you as well. You feel me? And you enjoy helping others and assisting others. Aquarius is also a sign that deals with intelligence, so it's important to develop your intelligence, your intellectual abilities, and look into your mind and learn more about your mind and learn to develop your mind and become a better person when it comes to communicating with others. Become a better communicator and a better relationship builder. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, the intelligence. You feel what I'm saying? And gather information as well. Become a scholar. Become someone who knows. Attain that knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, so that's Jupiter. And now, to conclude the reading, we will be breaking down Saturn. Yeah, Saturn. Okay, so Saturn. You have you have Saturn and Scorpio in the ninth house. So with you having Saturn and Scorpio in the ninth house. Okay, so Saturn and Scorpio in the ninth house. So Saturn and Scorpio in the ninth house makes for a very mystical person. You feel me? You've always also had an inclination towards the unknown, the mysteries. You feel me? But there may have been this repression, likely manifested from the religion that you were indoctrinated under when you were a child. Because Saturn, it very much deals with the ninth house deals with religions, as we've discussed, and then Saturn deals with like people becoming control systems, people trying to tell you what to do, and like Saturn is the government. You feel me? Saturn is like people of authority, people that want to tell you what to do, but you're not comfortable listening to. You feel me? It's like an authority figure can either be the sun or Saturn. You feel me? Saturn or the sun. You feel what I'm saying? Like the sun is more of a leader that people chose to lead them, like someone that proven themselves to be worthy of leading the flock. But then Saturn is like someone who entitled themselves power in one's life, and they're like, I am your boss, and you have no say of it. You feel me? It's very repressive energy. So also Saturn in Scorpio indicates that there might have likely been a maybe, or there still is a energy of repression. You feel me? And this repression can express, but likely does not express through sex and sexuality, but it may likely express through certain ideologies that you received as a child about religion. You feel me? That still influence your perception on life, that still in a sense restrict you from fully expressing yourself in life. You feel me? like Saturn being in the ninth house indicates that uh, one of my clients just texted me. Anyways, though, Saturn in this ninth house indicates that um like there are like your beliefs may be like your beliefs and your perceptions of life may be at times more negative than positive. Like if you were to do some belief work, right, and change your beliefs and analyze your beliefs, what your beliefs are, and really get into the root of where these limitations slash beliefs come from, you feel me, and then healing or like fixing that belief and creating a new belief, right, that counteracts. So let's say I have a belief, right, I don't like I'm unworthy of love, you feel me, that's my belief. I'm unworthy of love. So right, to remedy this energy, right, this belief, right, I'm unworthy of love, right, of course it's valuable to have someone experienced to work with you as you're working through your beliefs, right, someone who's done this already, so then they can walk you through it. But ultimately, baby steps first, right? So going from a place of feeling like you're lacking of love to a place where you feel like completely you are worthy of love, it's like the steps in between first and foremost have to deal with self-love, you feel me, giving that to yourself and building those bricks, you feel me, and producing love within yourself through that channel, if you get what I'm saying. So, and that's really just beliefs in general, you feel what I'm saying. It's really just beliefs in general. And so yeah, like with the Saturn and Scorpio energy, it indicates that my bad, Saturn and Scorpio in the ninth house specifically, that and Scorpio is ruled by Mars, the planet that deals with aggression. And Scorpio is more like the feminine expression of Mars, so this can be like enemies, hidden enemies, you know, like you may have in your life. Never mind, it's in the ninth house, so it's not possible. But anyways, yeah, you know, so beliefs is important, that you pay attention to certain perceptions you have about life. You feel what I'm saying? All right. Now let's look at so now let's look at the houses that you have Saturn ruling. So Saturn is ruling both your 12th house and your first house, okay? So with Saturn ruling your 12th house, it's crazy that I talked about beliefs, because the 12th house is the house that deals with the unconscious mind, and it deals with things that are underneath your awareness, you know, but these are gifts and talents and abilities that may be underneath your awareness. So with Capricorn being in your 12th house and your moon is in, oh, your moon is in the first house. Okay, I was about to say, I thought your moon was in the 12th house. But anyways, with Capricorn being in your 12th house, you have natural abilities of leadership and like organization, you feel me, and diplomacy, you know, and just business management in general. Yeah, so as I was saying, with you having Saturn, and so ultimately, yeah, these are business energies, you feel me, because that's what Saturn, my bad, not Saturn, that's what Capricorn is all about, you feel me. It's the sign of business, of climbing, you know, the ladder, you feel what I'm saying, the corporate ladder specifically. All right, cool. So but yeah, you know, like with Capricorn ruling over the 12th house, also, a great significance for you would be creating a spiritual routine. You feel me? Because Capricorn deals with systems and routines and ultimately moving practically. And the 12th house deals with like the spirit realm. You feel me? So for you to build, like just a simple like spiritual routine for yourself, or following some sort of like spiritual system, you feel me, that is intended to help you tap into your spirituality and start to utilize your awareness at higher frequencies. Because Capricorn ultimately is the sign of utilization. It's all about using your environments and people around you to get to where you need to go. You feel me? That's what the Capricorn energy signifies. And so with that being said, it's like, yeah, you'd be of value to do things that will put you in positions where you are able to put into action your spiritual abilities. You feel me? Utilize your spiritual abilities. And so that's the 12th house. Okay. And then the first house energy, with this energy being here, you may be very hard on yourself, right? Because Saturn deals with hardship, right? It's not a walk in the park. So with Saturn being here, Saturn ruling over your first house, you may be your biggest critic. Um, you are just ultimately hard on yourself, but like the way that this expresses, you are also a very organized and grounded person. You feel me? You're very practical, and you have a sense of awareness on how to move in this world. You feel me? And how to handle your business and handle your responsibilities and operate with the restrictions and limitations in life. You feel me? But not being crushed by them, but rather working to elevate yourself with them. You feel me? Working with them rather than having them work on you. But anyways, Joy, this pretty much concludes your reading. Definitely let me know what you think, and if you'd be interested in working with me, with through my other services. Like I feel like once you understand your birth chart, you're ready and set to understand mental alchemy. You feel what I'm saying? And mental alchemy ultimately is the science that deals with um, teaching you how to channel your thoughts in a manner where you can demonstrate success, if this makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? Um, like for example, right? You have your sun and your moon opposing each other, and so this opposition can play out in a manner where um, who you want to be versus who you express to the world may not be the same people, right? So this energy can play out into like this cage energy, sort of, where like there's this whole other person inside of you that you've never really showed people. And this can even be like that old soul, that occult aspect of yourself, because it is the Aquarius energy. You feel what I'm saying? That more serious aspect of yourself. um, the opposition maybe play out in a manner where you are just this, people can see that you're a serious person, but it can also play out where people can't see that you're a serious person, and only those closest to you know that you're a serious person who's about handling your business. You feel me? um but yeah, anyways, yeah, okay, anyways, yeah, I would say, yeah. Oh crap, yeah, I already concluded the reading. But yeah, so this concludes your reading. Definitely let me know what you think. And if you'd be so kind, I would also love if you leave a review. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, leave a review on this reading and what you thought about it. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, so I also offer like astrology classes in case you want to learn astrology. That's very valuable because once you're aware of astrology, you can read other people, but you can also read life, right? Because astrology helps you understand associations. Everything is associated with a star or a planet or a house. You feel me? And once you learn the houses, the stars, and the planets, then you have a map, that a blueprint for life. You feel what I'm saying? So it's valuable. Just even the fact that it helps you better navigate people and better understand people, because you're on a whole different level, because you know what their moon sign or their sun sign, etc. is, so you know them better than they know themselves. So that's why it'd be cool to learn astrology. But yeah, I'd appreciate that review, and it's been very nice working with you and helping you learn your birth chart. Definitely let me know what you think. Alright, peace my friend. Peace, peace, peace.